So if you still haven't heard, Microsoft has purchased Activision Blizzard, which allows for Activision to now have full access to Call of Duty. Now, you know, they just bought it for a small sum of $70 billion. Definitely not a lot of money. Definitely not going to get investigated and, you know, has a very small chance of maybe not even happening. With that comes very interesting news. So if you think about it, Microsoft made this purchase to obviously make some Activision games exclusives to both PC and Xbox, since they have a huge competitor, which is PlayStation. And if you're a Call of Duty player, the main thing you might be worried about if you're on PlayStation is if the game will become exclusive. Well, right now Phil Spencer has officially announced that they will not be making it exclusive, but I'm pretty sure there's like some kind of deal there going on, some kind of contract, and until that contract ends, we don't exactly know what will happen. Maybe they'll renew it, and I really hope they do, because that would be just such a weird thing to make Call of Duty, you know, this huge game exclusive to Xbox. But that's not what we're talking about today. Aside from the exclusivity news, there's some very other interesting news that came, and that is Microsoft will be looking into removing annual releases of Call of Duty. Now this is huge, because I'm not thinking that Call of Duty 2022 will be extended, because the deal with Microsoft and Activision isn't going to be active until June of 2023, and that year we are going to be expecting a Treyarch game to release, which is, you know, there's like June, July, August, September, October, November. Why am I telling you the months? But there's a very small amount of time until Treyarch's game comes out, but it still could be plenty enough for Microsoft to come in and be like, hey yo, delayed by like at least a year or maybe just a few months, COD 2022 can pump out the content. But that's kind of unlikely, because, you know, Activision is still going to be in charge until June of 2023, and they're probably going to be telling them, you know, continue probably crunching and just doing yearly releases, since Microsoft won't have power yet. But this got me thinking, imagine an ultimate Call of Duty, a Call of Duty that could last, let's say, 5 to 8 years, and I know that's a big difference, but think of a Call of Duty, the ultimate Call of Duty that could go on for 5 to 10 years. You might be thinking, well, that would be a bit too much time for Treyarch and stuff like that to do their game. No, I think it would be plenty enough time for them to make it, but I'm not thinking one studio would be doing this. Think of this: Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Raven Software team up to make one full huge Call of Duty that is fully made, fully original, but could behave as a Call of Duty mobile. Now, before you go into the comments and say this would never work because there are 3 different companies and they can't do that, or 4, how many ever companies there are, I'm not including Toys for Bob or Beanox. I really wish they will be going and making their own IPs, or maybe reviving like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, which they already did. But if you didn't know, they basically got thrown into Call of Duty. Bobby, whatever his second name is, was just a poopy head and was like, haha, work on Call of Duty, make more games, yearly releases. But now with Microsoft, I'm pretty sure they're gonna not be doing that. But think of a Call of Duty where the team from Treyarch, the team from Infinity Ward, and let's say Sledgehammer, those 3 companies, the people that worked on campaign work on campaign, the people who worked on multiplayer work on multiplayer, and the people who worked on zombies or 3rd game modes can work on a zombies or 3rd game mode for that game. This would be absolutely huge. Not only would it deliver a game that would be probably fully finished, because this would be a project that I'm guessing would be worked on for a few years. Think of it like a GTA, like a Rockstar game, or I don't know, any actual normal game that isn't released annually that is going to get so much updates. Let's say, just think of it COD Mobile, but on console. So first I would be thinking that they would make an original game that follows, let's say, this new storyline that they created, but also with that we can bring in the future some Black Ops 2 weapons, Modern Warfare old weapons, so more like World War II stuff, have everything futuristic to present day to past. It would just open up the possibilities. Have jetpacks, but have it as a special game mode. Have boots on the ground, let's say in the future, have boots on the ground present day, have it past, obviously, because they've never had jetpacks. Have zombies, which is such a huge part of my channel, well, the only part of my channel, which is zombies. But think of that, think of the possibilities when Treyarch would have so much time to make a good zombies mode. On top of this, a huge team from both Infinity Ward who have made an amazing Infinite Warfare zombies mode, to even Sledgehammer, who has this creepy aspect to their game. Even with Advanced Warfare, it always had this like weird feeling to it. Think if they mixed all of that. So the people who worked on Treyarch zombies, Sledgehammer zombies, Infinity Ward zombies, oh my god, it would be amazing. Obviously you could have Spec Ops, but nobody cares about Spec Ops. There's 3 communities in Call of Duty right now. There's the multiplayer community, the Warzone community, and the zombies community. There's no Spec Ops community, unless they create like an amazing 3rd mode. But I think it would be best to go for a zombies game mode, unless they make like a fully fledged out standalone zombies game. That would be actually better. I think. And even then, Raven Software, with the help of the other companies, could actually make the new Warzone, because Warzone is still on Modern Warfare. Like, come on. I think it's going to be ported over to Modern Warfare 2, but that was the exact same thing that was supposed to happen with Vanguard, and look how that turned out. We're still on Modern Warfare. Like, come on. It's been so long. We're in the next generation and we're still stuck in the past. I genuinely think that this will be a possibility in the future, unless Phil Spencer, the CEO of Xbox, will be really nice to the companies and just allow them to make their own Call of Duties for a really large amount of time. So maybe COD 2024 or whatever happens, the actual first officially fully made Microsoft Call of Duty might last, let's say, 2 years or 3 years, so that other companies can get, instead of like 2 years to make their Call of Duty, 3 years. Or as I said, just combine all the companies and create this ginormous Call of Duty, this giant like Call of Duty Online or Call of Duty Mobile. Just create this huge fan base that would then go on for years. And obviously I'm not talking about, oh, just make this game and not update it. No, this would probably get like seasons, season passes, battle passes, probably bundles. You know, it would bring in so much money. And on top of that, if they actually made the game purchasable and part of Game Pass, this would bring in so much money to the company. You know, I should work for Xbox, you know, unless this is what Phil Spencer's thinking of. He's like, yes, let's actually make these companies work together, because they do. They usually do work together. That's the thing. Like, look at the game, let's say credits or even the intro. Sometimes you see, well, most of the time you see like Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch working on the same game, but obviously one has more power than the other. I feel like in that situation, they just come in and help each other out. Like, hey, you need some help? Sure, I'll put your company's name there or something. But that's just something that I thought of. It's been something that's been on my mind for a very long time. And I'm thinking back like to Advanced Warfare. Like back then, I used to be like, why don't these companies just team up? That was back when I didn't really look at the companies. I didn't look at Activision. I was just young and I was like, yes, funny shooting people. Okay, that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Funny multiplayer, funny zombies. I always just like that more. But with age, I kind of understand more things, and I was like, wait a minute, Sledgehammer, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, just make a game. Why don't you just make a game? Be the first companies out there to fully team up and make a giant that will compete with other things and just, you know, bring in that moolah. But the only reason that I think they didn't do that is because they just brought in more money by making actual like yearly releases. But that's just terrible on the people who work there. Another quick, before we end, way of thinking about this is, think of it like Fortnite. You know the way Fortnite, just one game and they just release new chapters? They could easily do that. Make one full game and just over time release, I guess, chapters, which would be like quote unquote the new game, and then every 10 years release a new Call of Duty that is like, whoa, this new game, I wonder when they're making a new one and stuff like that. That would be just so cool to see. Anyway, I've talked for long enough. I like talking. I don't know if you could tell. If you're new here, somehow, be sure to subscribe. If I haven't convinced you yet, maybe watch some of my other videos. I don't know. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fair. Thank you for watching at least. Anyway, also be sure to drop a like on the videos. That does really help out. But yeah, Call of Duty, I'm excited for the future. Yeah, I'm really excited.